Hello, 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 and welcome back to another Etiquette Raider stream. So, a little bit of bookkeeping before we get started with our stories. I may not have been broadcasting. Had a lot of heavy-duty life shit going on, which was a pain, but here we are. I have not been slacking on the obby count. Stream elements. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. Yeesh. Oh, chat, I got stream elements now. Hell yeah, dude. So OBS was shitting itself, but hey, stream elements is still kicking. Alright, let me see what I got here. So, obby count. 743,601, baby. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Yeesh. Yeesh. Also had my birthday on the 9th, 30th birthday, so that was fun. Wish I could have spent it all here with you all, but got some real life shit I had to do, so. Belated birthday, we'll be reading some fun fanfic from ELCAIMAN'S and Pancho Hamster. Continuing that, that's what the streams are going to be until the fanfic is complete. And I don't know how long this fanfic is, so this could be taking a fucking while. Alrighty, chat, let me get right on here. Let me pull up the doc so I can read it. Where is it? I also have some birthday cake. Let's see. Got a little medley of birthday cake. Right now I'm eating some Boston cream pie. Never had that before. So that was neat. There's a cartoon I watched growing up called Arthur. And one of the characters on there, it was a bunch of anthropomorphic animals. One of them was named Buster. It was a bunny. But he would never shut the fuck up about Boston cream pie. It was like his favorite canonical dessert. So after 30 years, I can finally fucking try this shit. No, it's decent. The one I got is like obnoxiously rich, but it's good if you pace yourself. Let's see here. Yeah, OBS. I have not been able to figure out OBS yet, so we're cruising on Twitch Studio just until that finally gives up the ghost. Okay. Okay, so I don't have a set point of where the fuck I was. We were in somewhere in the Act 1, A Symbol of Hope. Let's see. We'll see how long I can go today, chat. I know last time my voice started to get a little taxed after an hour of just straight reading for a whole fucking hour. It seemed to really fuck with my throat. So I got my water. We'll play it by ear. I'm gonna strive to go past, but if I can't, I can't. I could potentially switch off and after an hour reading the fanfic, perhaps I can go back to normal gameplay. Maybe that's a happy medium. Okay. Alright, so Housemaster had locked himself in the janitor closet of the school. A few moments later, the teacher and the other students from the classroom are outside of the door. The teacher knocks on the door and says to Housemaster, "House, come out of there, please." House responds, "Please leave me alone." Then the teacher says, "House, please come out and tell me what's going on so I can help you, please." She then keeps knocking on the door, hurting House's ears even more. The teacher says, "House, I've called your mother, so please get out of there." The teacher tries to move the door handle, but suddenly she gets her hand burned a little. The door handle is incredibly hot. House's mom, Hannah, finally arrives at the scene. She asks to the teacher, "Where is he?" Teacher points to the door, so Hannah stands in front of it. Hannah says, "House, honey, please open the door." House hears one of the kids outside asking, "What happened to him?" A girl responds to him, "I don't know. He never did anything like this before." Another kid says, "He's such a weirdo." But the girl says to him, "Hey, don't say that. He's not a weirdo." Hannah speaks again to House. "House, please tell me what's happening." House then responds, "The server is too big, Mom." Hannah responds, "Then just make it smaller." She then continues speaking, "Just focus on my voice." House closes his eyes. Hannah says, "Pretend it's an island out in the oceans. Can you see it?" House responds, "I see it." Hannah says, the swim towards it, honey." House gets up and slowly walks towards the door. Then he opens it and he sees Hannah on the other side. House hugs his mom and she hugs him back. House then asks, "Why is this happening to me, Mom?" Hannah responds, "Oh, House." The voice of a woman House does not recognize calls him House. Wakes up from his dream. He is still sinking into the ocean. House noticed that he was surrounded by a lot of salmon and codfish, which quickly swam away once they noticed House was moving. House looks upward and sees a group of squids swimming above him, as well as a pair of dolphins jumping in and out of the water. Far away from the griefed ocean base, House gets out of the water. He's now on a stony shore that leads to a taiga village. House looks for a place to stay during the night, but none of the villagers let him inside their homes. Just as he thought he would have to sleep outside, he sees a late-night restaurant run by players. He goes there and applies for a job as a chef. While he was baking a pumpkin pie, House notices that 2 Imperium members entered the restaurant and sat on a table. After a waitress took their order, House hears the conversation they were having while he was finishing up the pumpkin pie. One of them asks, So how was the trip?" The other responds, "It was fine. The other highways aren't as bad as I thought they would be. But now let me ask you, what are we doing this far out anyway?" He responds, "A few weeks ago, one of our base hunters found something weird, 2,000 blocks away from here on the east direction. Something buried deep below an ice spikes biome. I don't exactly know what it is, but I heard others describe it as something never before seen on this server. Like it feels like it came from another one." After a few hours, House clocks out at 4 a.m. since the restaurant was closing. House was leaving the restaurant when suddenly the manager walks up to him and tells him, "Thanks for taking the job. Do you think you can come back tomorrow?" House simply responds, "Maybe." Manager says, "Very funny. Alright, see you later." House responds, "See ya," and starts walking through the taiga towards the east in search for the place the Imperium members mentioned. Oh, that's right. Okay, so I'm going to jump a little forward because this is where meets up with Callie and then Cooperator. Okay, so now I'm starting to remember where I was before. Okay, so we're jumping forward a bit, save some effort on my part. Okay, so we'll start at this paragraph. Get a little more water into my system here. "10 minutes in. Alright. Meanwhile, at the end of the tunnel, House, using heat lasers that he can shoot from his eyes, as you do, manages to reach a cave, an ice cave. House quickly notices something, a bedrock ship buried within the ice. He admires it for a moment, then he walks towards it. At the same time, Callie was walking down the ice tunnel. She was both man, my tongue is twisted. She was both amazed and confused as to how a player without tools could do something like that. House manages to find an open entrance to the ship, which was the cargo bay. After walking for a few seconds, House finds a locked door, which would lead him to the rest of the ship. Right next to the door, there was a panel, which only had a single slot at its center. House goes near it without him knowing. A PFA was right behind him. A PFA is made out of a bedrock block, which images can be projected on. The rest of the body is made of 2 bedrock walls, which contain a defense weapon inside. House takes out an enchanted lever out of his pocket. He looked at it for a few seconds and then realized it perfectly fit in the slot of the panel. He tried to insert the enchanted lever on the slot, but when he was a little closer to it, the lever automatically placed itself on the slot. Although it didn't fully enter the slot, the ship's lights turn on. He then turns around and sees the PFA behind him, now with its main head open, revealing part of the mechanism inside of it. The PFA was making a strange buzz-like noise. Then the PFA, from its bottom part, takes out a whip made of bedrock as well. The PFA hits House on his left shoulder, surprisingly causing him a bit of pain. He tries to push the enchanted lever further into the slot, but the PFA grabs his right arm with his whip and tries to drag him away from the panel. After a bit of struggle, House manages to free himself and quickly rushes towards the panel and pushes the enchanted lever into the slot moments before the PFA could attack him again. The ship completely turns back on it again, and the PFA no longer identifies House as an intruder, so it flies away. When the door next to the panel opens up, it reveals that a mysterious player was behind it, which quickly walks away when House looks at him. House follows it, intrigued as to who he was. Meanwhile, at the ship's entrance, Callie sneaks inside of it and starts taking pictures of the ship. House walks through the empty hallways of the ship. Then he enters what appeared to be the main control room, with a single seat in it, which is held by the ship's ceiling. He also sees the control room's main window, which was partially frozen. He then looks at the control seat for a few seconds, but suddenly hears a voice whisper to him. He looks back at the room's entrance and sees the mysterious player walking on the hallway outside the room. House tried to follow him once again, but when he walks outside the room, the player was nowhere to be seen. Callie continues to explore the ship, but as she was walking by, the PFA shows up in front of her. Let's see. House. Okay, so just a quick narrator's note. I'm finally putting it together. So in the document, so the real admin of 2B2T is named Housemaster, but on the document, it alternates between house owner and house master. So I'm thinking, because this has heavy Man of Steel undertones, like the Superman origin story. So I'm wondering if Pancho and or ELCAIMAN were going for like the Clark Kent. So I'm finally putting together. One little note that I do have for the writers is, I don't know how to fix it, but they're saying like house like every other word. So it's been a while since I've done my literature class, so I'm rusty on what the solution to that is. So some things that I've been doing is subbing, just saying the name over and over with like he and shit like that. I recall ELCAIMAN was searching for feedback, so ELCAIMAN, if you happen to be seeing this VOD, there you go. Damn it. Oh my god. Drop my water, give me a sec. Technical difficulties. Of streamer operator error. Oh, fuck my life, dude. Man, if that had ripped my cord. Yeah, it did rip my cord. God damn it. Alright. Okay. Sure. Okay. House owner, while exploiting the ship, finds four. So, bearing that in mind, I don't want to say house owner and house master like 9 million times. It's like literally every sentence, so I'm just going to say house. So, be that as it may, for ease of narration. House, while exploring the ship, finds 4 long compartments with a small glass window at the end of them. The compartments extended horizontally from the hallway's walls towards the center of the hallway. House walks up to one of the compartments and notices that its windows had a lot of dust on it. He cleans it up with his hand, revealing that inside the compartment there were the mummified remains of a Fort 2 Furious player that died long ago. This reveal surprises him a little. Meanwhile, Callie tries to take a picture of the PFA as it flies around her. The flash of the camera causes the PFA to enter in self-defense mode. It attacks Callie with its bedrock whip, causing her an injury on the belly and breaking her camera. Callie, now on the ground, tries to get back up, but the PFA floats up towards her, ready to attack once again. But right before it could attack her again, House appears behind it and grabs it by its main head. House struggles with the PFA, which tries to free itself, but then House crushes its head with both of his hands and throws it away. He then goes to Callie, who was initially scared of House, and tries. So, quick note, ELCAIMAN. So you have which here. It would be who, Callie, who was initially scared. Callie goes to Callie, who was initially scared of House and tried to push him away from her. But House says to her, "It's alright, everything is alright now." Callie says, still a bit altered. Probably a better one would be startled. Still a bit startled. Okay. House notices Callie's injury and says to her, "You are bleeding and internally. If I don't cauterize the wound, you aren't making it out alive." Callie then asks, "How are you going to do it?" To which House responds, "Hold my beer." No, that's me subbing that in. He actually says, "I can do things other players can't." Then he says, "Hold my hand, this is gonna hurt." And Callie does so, and House shoots a heat laser at the injury, but since it was an incredibly painful process, Callie screams in pain. Meanwhile, on the Imperium camp, a operator was sleeping right in front of the computer that monitored the surrounding area. But suddenly, the ground starts shaking, waking Operator up. He then looked at the computer screen and sees that the sonar signals are going crazy. Operator says, What the hell? And quickly goes outside. There he sees Zhang alongside other Imperium members gathered outside the camp, witnessing what was going on. The bedrock ship was breaking out of its ice prison and floating towards the night sky. Everyone on the camp watches it in complete astonishment. The bedrock ship completely breaks free from the mountain and flies away from the camp. Let's see. Okay, let's have these cords hooked up on random shit around my desk. Let's see, where am I? The next morning, an Imperium flying machine, which was looking for Callie, finds her on a floating piece of ice in a frozen ocean biome. She wakes up after seeing the flying machine landing to rescue her. Callie says, what Colonel Zhang and his team thought it was going to be okay, so this is a bit jumbled up. What Colonel Zhang and his team thought it was going to be base ruins from the Alpha era ended up being something much more exotic. An analysis of the ice inside the cave revealed that the object had been trapped there for 20,000 years. As for my rescuer, he disappeared after the object's departure. A background check revealed that his work history and identity had been falsified. The questions raised by my rescuer's existence are frightening to contemplate. But I also know what I saw, and I arrived at the inescapable conclusion that the object and its occupant did not originate in the server. Callie was reading this to Force Ken at the 2B2T Times headquarters near Spawn, off of a written book she wrote. Force, or we're just going to call him Ken. Ken says to Callie, I can't publish this bullshit, Callie. Okay, that got me laughing. What were you on when you wrote this? I can't publish this bullshit, Callie. What were you on when you wrote this? Fucking Ken has some J. Jonah Jameson vibes here. I want pictures of Spider-Man. Hard-boiled reporter is such a vibe. Callie responds, what about the several witnesses who corroborated my story? Ken says, Imperium said there was no ship at the site. Callie then exclaims, of course they said that. They don't want anyone searching for it before them. Ken, come on, it's me who we're talking about. I'm the Times' most trusted reporter. Ken responds, then act like it. Callie says, publish it or I quit. Ken responds, you can't. You're under a contract. He then explains to Callie, I'm not running a story about aliens being among us. That's just absurd. Never gonna publish that. Later that day, Callie meets up with Ziraneb at a restaurant. She says to him, this is the book I wrote about it. Ken won't let me publish on the Times. But if word starts to spread, as he receives the written book, Ziraneb responds, gotcha. But didn't you describe my site as a paranoid schizo rambling nest? Callie said, and I stand by that. But I want my story out there. Ziraneb asks, why exactly? Callie responds, because I want my mystery player to know that I know the truth. Okay, it's getting a little interesting here. 20 million blocks away from 00. A polar bear hunts for food on a frozen ocean biome. The polar bear notices the bedrock ship landing on a snowy tundra nearby. He ignores it and jumps onto another piece of ice in search of food. Meanwhile, inside the ship, House was in the control room. The ship's computer says, recursive diagnosis completed, guiding presence authenticated, all systems operational. Suddenly, the control seat behind House rises up and inserts itself into the ship's roof. Behind it, the mysterious player House saw earlier was standing there. House looks at him with intrigue. Then the player says, seeing you staying in there as a grown adult, if only your mother could see you. House then asks, who are you? To which the player responds, I am your father, House. And at least the shadow of him, his consciousness. My name is George Bush 420. Hey, he's back. House asks, and House, that's my name? Bush responds, Housemaster, yes it is. House owner then says, I have so many questions. Where do I come from? Why did you send me here? As Bush begins explaining, the ship projects a metaphorical representation of what he says. This will go on as long as they are in the control room. You come from Too Fort, Too Furious, a server with a much... I'm just gonna do bootleg FitMC for George Bush. You come from Too Fort, Too Furious, a server with a much harsher environment than 2B2T long ago. In an era of expansion, our player base spread out through the stars, seeking new servers to settle upon. This scout ship was one of the thousands lost into the void. We built outposts on other servers, using machines to reshape their environments to our needs. For 100,000 years, our civilization flourished, accomplishing wonders. House then responds, what happened? Bush responds, artificial population control was established. The outposts and space exploration programs were abandoned, and we exhausted our natural resources and tampered with energies that we shouldn't have tampered with. As a result, our server's core became unstable. Eventually, our military leader, General Jared 2013, attempted a coup, but by then it was too late. Your mother and I just keep remembering the fucking meme I made with FitMC posing with a goat, and the caption I put on it was, your mother... I'll never forget the night your mother and I had together. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. Where the fuck am I on this? Yes. But by then it was too late. Your mother and I foresaw the coming calamity, and we took certain steps to ensure your survival. Then George Bush 420 takes House to another room of the ship. George explains what was inside of it. This was a Genesis chamber. All 2 Fort 2 Furious players were conceived in chambers such as this one. Every child was designed to fulfill a predetermined role in our society. As builder, redstoner, PvPer, and so on. House looks at the window that leads to the Genesis chamber as Bush says, your mother and I, we believe the server lost something precious with this. The element of choice, of chance. What if a child dreamed to be something else than what the server assigned to it? What if a child aspired to be something greater? House looked back at George. as he says, "You're the embodiment of that belief house. You're you're the embodiment of that belief house. Too fort, too furious, first natural birth in centuries, and that's why we risk so much to save you." And as they were walking on one of the ship's hallways, House asks, Why didn't you come with me?" Bush responds, "We couldn't, House. No matter how much we wanted to. No matter how much we loved you, your mother, Laura Bush 777, and I were a product of the failures of our server as much as Jared 2013 was, tied to its fate." House then asks, "So I'm alone here?" Bush responds, "No, you're a child of 2B2T now, just as you are from 242 Furies. You embody the best of both servers, the dream your mother and I gave our lives to preserve." A capsule in the right wall of the hallway opens up, and floating out of it comes out a black business suit with a red tie, black shoes, a pair of black sunglasses, and a 2011 Minecon cape. Ooh, House is getting his default skin. Bush says, "2B2T players are different from us, sure, but ultimately I believe that's a good thing. They won't necessarily make the same mistakes we did. Not if you guide them, House. Not if you give them hope. It's what the sunglasses mean. The symbol of the House of Bush means hope." Embodied within that hope is the fundamental belief, the potential of every player to be a force of good. That's what you can bring them. House then looks at the suit. Alright, 30 minutes in. Let's get a little water break, keep my vocal cords going. Num 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 num. Get a little bite of cake. So I saw in the uptake that it's sort of a parallel rendition of the Man of Steel. Once I put that together, the narration and the story started to make more sense. That's sort of following the format. Oh, man. Went to oh man, let's see. I'm thinking we will pause the Man of Steel for right now. I'm thinking my voice is sort of dying a bit. So once the server comes back, let's see, I'll pause here, make a note in the chat log. Pausing at the end of the paragraph that has House then looks at the suit. House then looks at the suit. Oh, I didn't think about it too. It'd be like the Superman suit. That makes more sense. Okay. Oh, man. Ooh. How y'all doing, chat? I'm in good spirits. I've been doing some things behind the scene. Oh, I figured out I have, from working out, I can't remember if I told you all, I have like bicep curl induced tennis elbow, so I'm working on doing some rehab exercises I found on YouTube to get that ironed out and see if I can get that situation resolved. Okay, let's do some gameplay, goddammit. Let's see, controls that. Yes. Okay. Interesting. Alright, so we will put this here. My vocal cords need a break, chat, so I am going to be silent for a bit. Here, I will make a note. Oh my god. I'm in hell. I've literally misspelled music like 9,000 times. Listen to some music as I place Abby. Alrighty, chat. I will respond. I'm here if anyone needs me. Just speak up and say something and I will respond. Alrighty. So, going mute. Going dark, chat. Bravo, going dark. Quick streamer note. So I just skipped ahead looking because I didn't know how long the fanfic is. It appears to be about 4 parts, or four acts, and we are in. I can't remember. I believe we're still in Act 1. So there was the prologue. Yeah, so. At the end of the, in the back of your mind, you're like, holy shit, is this like 1,000 pages or some shit? But no, it's very manageable. It's a workable length. It's not like soul crushing. So we'll definitely, and for ELCAIMAN, as you're watching, we're definitely gonna finish this. It's just I gotta pace it out to save my vocal cords here. So don't worry, it'll get read. Yeah, I'm far into the story, ELCAIMAN. It's the latter part of Act 1. I read about 30 minutes, so you'll be able to see it in the VOD. No, I checked how far it goes, and yeah, no, it's manageable. I just, it'll take a while. How you doing today, ELCAIMAN? I just typed it out on the off chance you had me muted or something. Literally just woke up. Oh, okay, fair enough. Yeah, read 30 minutes. We're mid-part. I got to the end. I ended on the sentence where Bush gives him his Superman suit with the business suit attire and the sunglasses. So that's where I ended at that paragraph. Yeah, so it'll be on the VOD, and plus it's also getting uploaded to YouTube. So I've been saving my VODs and then uploading them periodically. I've been muting myself and vibing to music to save my vocal cords. And now that you're here, I can justify using my voice. Yeah, no, that was a cool scene. And nicely done. Yep. Yeah, so we're about halfway through. So I'm making progress. I tried to figure out OBS this morning, and I don't know. That's still a pain in the ass. So I'm working on Twitch Studio. Issue with Twitch Studio is it doesn't have support, and I don't know how long it's going to be until that starts to just shit the bed and not function at all. So I figured some stream better than no stream, and just hanging out Thursday morning. Getting this fucking pyramid built. Won't get done unless it gets done. Story of everything in life. Yes. Yeah, I told you I was going to keep reading it. Yeah, yeah, it's going to get read until the story's done. Yeah, I just can't read it all in one setting. It's a lot of words. If I destroy my vocal cords, it makes it harder to read it, so I gotta pace myself. You know what I mean? Wanted to give you 2 fun facts about what you read so far. Yeah, okay, go for it. And let me know what you're thinking here. First, do you remember that on the prologue when Jared 2013 and Bush are fighting, George makes a cut to Jared near his mouth? I guess, yeah. Is that a Minecraft skin reference? Like, does Jared 2013 have a cut near the mouth on the skin or something in the Minecraft? It's his red smile his skin has and have it before that moment. Ah, I see. It's a neat piece of trivia. Ah, okay. Yeah, I didn't understand the camera reference, so it's neat to have that piece of lore. I only know Callie from Callie's Gate, so I didn't know any other lore than that, so. They still an active player, or they go away a long time ago? I'm assuming. People tend to cycle out of 2B2T pretty quickly. Yep, I think there's a high rate of burnout. Oh, okay. It's just her interview with Ken made me wonder if it was accurate, like if that was a reference to if she was getting stories for the 2B Times or something. That's unfortunate. Yeah. No shortage of shady shit on 2B. Ugh. Must have been pretty bad if someone wants to delete their Minecraft account over it. Yeah, this bit of people hijacking former accounts and then masquerading as the former people is such an odd phenomenon. Okay. Well, it certainly sounded plausible. I laughed out loud as first Ken saying, I can't publish this shit. Oh my god, that got me. That was pretty fucking funny. I can't publish this shit. Some fucking J. Jonah Jameson moment. Yeah, I liked Zero Ned's cameo. Yeah. Because it's sort of it's a genre in like mythology and other things that, you know, the supposedly, I call them like oracles. You know, you have people that maybe behave oddly. You know, it goes back to like the Oracle of Delphi. The historical bit of it was in Greece, there was a cave that the oracles would hang out in, and what was going on was there was some sort of hallucinatory gas that all of these religious oracles would just sit there huffing fumes and then start hallucinating because they're probably not getting blood to the brain. So throughout history, oracles have been seen as sort of kind of leaning toward crazy just because they're able to see visions. And so I've always thought of Zero-Neb as kind of like a quasi-oracle. And so because of that, since there's so many ravings, people tend to write it off when sometimes there are nuggets of truth to be gleaned from things. So, yeah, no, I thought it was neat to see Zero-Neb sort of appear in that capacity. Yeah, no, I thought the Force Ken showing up, yeah, no, that was pretty funny. It was like, for a moment, it broke the immersion as if he was reading the story just like we were. So I thought that was pretty cool. Just a little sudden switch up. It was like a humorous... It's like the humor equivalent of a jump scare. It's like, I can't publish this shit. Like... and then it's even funnier because I'm literally publishing your fanfic through me streaming, so I just thought it was fucking funny from multiple layers. It's the irony. Me reading that as I'm publishing it. I can't publish this shit. Way ahead of you, Ken. Let's see. Slap these on. Oh, ELCAIMAN, were you around? I don't even remember what year it was, but it was one of the Reddit pixel placing events. Comedic relief appears multiple times in the story. Okay, well, I'll keep an eye out for him. Did you know my only interaction with... well, I didn't interact with him directly, but Jared23 is just pretty well an asshole. But during the Reddit Pixel, whatever the fuck event that's called, Jared, there was this elderly woman that was on there and part of the thing, but also played Minecraft. And he, there's another scene like the one you saw. Okay, cool. I'll keep an eye out for it. And yeah, Jared 2013 just starts having this pissing contest with this elderly lady. Like, she's literally, like, in her fucking 70s. And she was kicking his ass the entirety of the argument. It was fucking incredible. I believe there's even memes made about it. But yeah, no, it was just like, oh my god, it was just, it was like the fucking, it was like 8 Mile with Eminem. I shit you not. Like people were going into the voice chat just to see her fuck with this Jared. It was, and then Jared was just falling for it and just falling into this fucking trap. It was just, oh my god. Like, if I could capture time in a fucking bottle, I would capture that moment and replay that shit. No, that was just like, oh my god. Yeah, Jared has his head up his ass, honestly. Yeah, I don't know. All these, basically everyone on 2B needs to touch grass. Like, that's just fucking universal. Like, log the fuck out and put on a pair of shoes and go for a fucking walk. Like, and I think she was like Scottish too. That was the other thing that was real funny. She had a thick Scottish accent, and then she was like 1,000 years old. And so you had to like sort of decode what the fuck she was saying. Oh my god, no, it was it's like this. We got the Highlanders fucking grandmother and Jared 2013 having a pissing contest, and he is losing with all of his experience on 2B. All the fucking fifth incursion, all this other shit. Oh, I want another incursion. Infinity incursion. Oh my god. All we needed was one bitch in the Highlands to just stop it all. Oh no, dude. I'll have to start data mining. Shit, I might have to get in touch with some people, see if they have the clips, because it was, oh my god. I might have left the server that had them, unfortunately. But no, this shit was, oh my god. Like, I'm just remembering it loosely without the details, and I'm still getting goosebumps. Yeah. No, it was like observing a fucking rap battle. Bitch was there, like, doing Eminem, what is it, Rap God. It was just like that shit. Like, you just want to take the Rap God animation where he just starts fucking levitating, and that's what the fuck she was doing. Like, yeah, yeah. Yeah, there's definitely some artistic renditions of things, and I think that's good. You know, for the most part, people aren't gonna really delve into the real people, and that's fine. You know, people have real life problems, so you know, it's hard to tell what's going on, or everyone is just sort of a unique set of variables that have happened in their lives, so it's hard to tell where people are coming from. So it's, I don't see the harm in taking sort of a more positive snapshot of what people could be. And plus, too, it's fanfic, you know, even if it, you know, I mean, you could write something where Pop Bob is the hero of the fucking story. Like, it doesn't, you know, that's the beauty of fiction. You can take artistic liberties. Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of sordid bullshit that happens on the server, unfortunately.
I love how Fit's latest video is just basically the to-be equivalent of nightmare, 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 and then just fucking leaves for another, month. It's like, yes, thanks, Fit. There's a current exploit and it's gonna fuck everything, and have fun. I'm like, yes, thank you for your quarterly video, Fit. Like, it's just like he returns to his hermit shitposting goblin cave. Is he even making Twitch content anymore? Is he still doing the fuck, what is no, I want Quackity server? I'm forgetting what that server is called. Is he still doing that? I'll have to, I thought it would be pretty funny if I raid into FitMC at some point. I have to start, I have to follow him with this account. But that would be funny to raid Fit periodically. See if it ever sticks. Oh, what's the other server that he's doing? Is it in addition to Quackity, or did he switch over to something else? Oh, QSMP apparently ended. Oh shit, I didn't know that. Oh, okay. Minigame server. Okay. Do you know what it's called? I might have to try to go check that out, see what that's like. Ant Venom made a video about him grinding on that server. Okay. Oh my god. You remember the Ant Venom Soylent meme I posted, right? Oh my god. Motherfucker was literally soy jacking over Soylent. Like, it tastes like cereal milk. Like, I just felt my fucking testosterone drop like 15 points with that sentence alone. What the fuck just happened? It's like AoE hormone damage. Like, oh my god. Yeah. I tell you, I had my electricity out for like 2 days, and I don't know, man. I slept better. Like, I don't know. I can't find a balance between the two, because technology does have its place, but you definitely are losing something with it. Like, I slept better. I naturally woke up at like 6:40 just because I wasn't looking at blue light on my phone. Like, it was really like the nature is healing meme, where I was like, my sleep schedule immediately fucking fixed itself. Like, I was like, I couldn't hear the electricity in the fucking walls. Like, I don't know, it was crazy. I do like fans and air conditioning though. So, get some more cake. Wish I could have streamed on my birthday. I had my birthday on the 9th, so that was fun. I had a lot of shit going on, so wasn't able to get here to stream. But yeah, thanks. Yeah, I turned 30, so that's fun. Yeah, no, it's definitely been entertaining. Yeah, good stuff. Well, and just you being here is a gift, it's not me just schizophrenically fucking talking to myself on a stream by myself, so it's all good. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I've been focusing on this side of the pyramid, trying to crank it out here. Also, a little sub technique I've been doing is doing these I don't know when I'm gonna stream next. It's always a crapshoot on the streaming schedule. The ideal is to stream every day, but I haven't been hitting that in a while now. So, but yes, every time I stream, there will be a portion of time devoted to the thing, and then when my voice starts to crap out, I'll then switch back to normal streaming activities. Yeah, yeah. No, it's gonna get read until its conclusion. Plus, we're at the end of Act 1, so yeah, we got like 3 more acts, and then the epilogue. So yeah, it'll get read. You don't have to worry. Yeah. Awesome. Later, dude. Thanks for stopping by.
Alrighty, everybody. It's around that time again. I want to head out for today. I want to get some lunch going. Got some chores and shit I need to do, errands to run, a bunch of other things. So let's see if there is someone handy dandy we can raid into. Let's see here. Let's see. Let me check something. Let's see. Check Twitch. Yep. That's all. See who is on. Oh my god. I'm on my last brain cell chat. Oh, fuck. Last live 16 hours ago. Let's see. That's an option. Let's see. Okay. I'm going to run the fuck over here. I'm going to turn off my app because it tends to shit itself after a while. Not responding. Oh my. Okay. Let's see. Alright, we are going to, let me pull up my, I hope it doesn't show that. Fucking better not. Mute this real quick.
My father believed that iron was meant to unite the realm.
You made me king.
War is coming.
House of the Dragon, streaming exclusively on Max.
Jersey Mike's freshly slices your sub right in front of you. It has a rhythm.
This is the rhythm of the slice. The slice. Oh yeah. The rhythm.
Sliced right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing.
Like hyperfixation, like black hole, where I just went and looked up pictures of this fucking seal. And it's called a salt and pepper seal, and it's so fucking cute! I love seals too! I love seals!
Alrighty, chat. Let's go raid into /raid Roseoodle. Y'all have been watching the Etiquette Raider. Oh, raid settings do not allow you to raid at this time. Oh, okay. Let me do something real quick. Let me see if Buff is on. like Buff is playing Final Fantasy 14.
What is that? I need that so bad. I need that so bad.
/ raid Buff Pup. Okie dokie. Let's try.
Oh, it's like a pink. It's pink.
Let's see. Vi's playing Subnautica. Fuck it, let's try that. I don't think we've ever tried to raid Vi before. Let's see. Today's lesson chat is if at first you don't succeed, try again. Let's see. I'm making sure I spell that right. Three letters. Let me turn this one.
I don't know the nickname. What the fuck?
Let's see. / raid Vi. Raid settings do not allow me to raid at this time. Chat, what is going on?
Oh my god.
I bet this is a Twitch studio thing. That's what I think's going on, chat. That's what I think's going on. Oh well. Well, we're going to end stream now, chat. Love you all. Take care of yourselves. And, or if you or someone you care about is not feeling up to it, reach out to people. You never know what people are thinking about. In a week, it'll be... What it'll be it'll be the 5th year anniversary of Etika's passing. And, your lives matter. You know, even if you don't feel like anyone cares about you, trust me, people that you don't even know about would miss you if you were gone. So that's my parting words for today. You all have been watching Etika and Raider, and as Etika would say, have yourselves a damn good one. Bye-bye!